Hello, welcome to part 2 of the major scale lesson series. Now, first and foremost, if you have not seen part 1, I highly recommend that you start there because there's a lot of important information in that video that I'm not going to be reviewing in this one or any of the rest of the videos in the series, just for the sake of saving time, but everything that you need to know is in the first video, so yeah, if you haven't seen it, go and watch that one now. If you have, welcome to part 2. So this is the second pattern out of the 7 that we're going to be learning, and it starts on the second note of the scale. It's called the Dorian mode. So you remember we're in the key of F major, and you already know the Ionian, hopefully. Okay, so the second note of that scale is going to be the G here on the 3rd fret, and we're going to start this pattern with our index finger right there. Now keep in mind, even though we're starting the pattern on the G, we're still in the key of F major. The F major scale and the G major scale have different notes, and even though we're starting on the G, we're playing the notes of the F major scale. This may be a new concept to some of you, but I think you'll find that it's very beneficial, because this is the concept that allows us to play the major scale, or any scale for that matter, in any key, anywhere on the fretboard, is not having to start on the root note. So, let's jump into it. 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 8. Now let's find the root notes. It's always important to know where your root notes are, so that you can aim for them, in your improv, or when you're writing a solo, or whatever you're using the scale for. But for the sake of creating resolution, it's real important to know where they are, and it's even more important when your pattern doesn't start on the root note, because it's less obvious, I guess. So yeah, we can find them like this just by counting. So we know this is the second note of the scale, so just count up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So here's our first F. Then you just keep going from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So this is an F2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this pattern, it's just those two Fs. Now, notice how this pattern overlaps with the Ionian pattern. So these notes are in both patterns. Every one of these patterns is going to share 2 notes of each string with its adjacent pattern. Eventually this will help us visualize the scale all over the entire fretboard on every string once we're finished. So yeah, practice this, like, favorite, subscribe if you like the video, and see you in part 3.